Hey folks, in this continuation video of Mac gaming, state of Mac gaming in 2025, I wanted to showcase how crossovers 2025 works. Last video I did Whisky, so if you simply click the links that I'll leave below, you will be able to download the trial after putting your name and email. Once you do that and download it, you can then install it. Simply go to the downloads folder, run it, and then from there you can install Steam, which is the Windows version of gaming. And once it fully installs, you'll go through the process. It'll download, create a bottle, and then you'll have to install Steam after it finishes downloading. You'll be greeted with the familiar Windows version of Steam install. And that runs pretty quickly, and then from there you'll have to update Steam to the latest version. Once it's up and fully running, you'll be able to log in and go to your library where you can install all the Windows versions of Steam to your delight. Most games, I'll say, can kind of run, except for those that have anti-cheat. Now, if you already have Whisky, I'll show you a trick that if you're trying to compare, Whisky is 100% free, but if you wanted to test on crossover after getting the trial, you could actually navigate to the quote-unquote C drive, go to Programs and Steam, go to the Common folder, and you'll be able to then copy the games that you have downloaded on the Whisky version, and then you could copy them to the new crossovers bottle. That way you basically don't have to download everything again. So by following these instructions, going to Whisky, you could go to the program file, and then going to crossovers, you could go to the C drive, do the same thing. If you're first time running, you're going to have to create a common folder, and then once you create the common folder, you could just simply paste all your games into there. Once that gets finished copying and pasting, simply when you go to install it, it should validate the files and you'll be good to go. Now let's talk about some gaming. Armored Core, what is it, 6 did not even run on Whisky. So one of the benefits that you'll get if you decide to buy crossovers is that you can actually play more supported games, as they have more developers trying to make patches and stuff of that nature for games, whereas Whisky is just a kind of GUI on top of GPTK. And he doesn't actually do any tweaks, so he's kind of reliant on Wine getting updated. And in crossovers, they have their own developers making tweaks to Wine and stuff of that nature. So that's something to consider if you are trying to kind of make the best decision between Whisky and crossovers. And I will add that I do have an affiliate link. I was actually seeing some people actually bought, but okay, maybe this is a rag on crossovers, and maybe I just need to do a better job at CTA's call to actions. But I will say that crossovers doesn't actually pay you unless you like sell to 25 people, and at most I've sold to like 10 people in a quarter. So yeah, if you want to check it out, I mean, I'm just a part-time YouTuber. I'm not trying to make like buku bucks or anything, but if you do decide to get crossovers because of this video, it could help me if 25 or 24 other people decide to buy as well. But no big deal if they don't. But yeah, just a little shout out for crossovers. But as you can see here in the performance, you're seeing an iPhone view that is synced by audio on multicam. So you can get both QuickTime recording at 60 FPS and iPhone recording at 60 FPS. It runs okay, pretty good at 60 FPS. Here I'm just showing the training. I've showed before in other videos where it kind of drops down when you're doing actual missions, but Armored Core runs pretty well. The next game we test out is Cyberpunk. So I think that this primarily runs well. After I made this video, I actually tested out Spiderman on the AMD FSR, and I'm not sure if Cyberpunk does this. I'll need to maybe make another video where I test that out. But long story short, Cyberpunk runs, in my opinion, the same as Whisky does. So I'll show some gameplay footage with limited commentary, but essentially, instead of doing the benchmark, just kind of showcasing how it runs. And this is, of course, the Apple M1 Max with 64 gigabytes of RAM. Getting a solid 40 frames per second, which I would say is totally playable. But if you've seen it in my other videos, so I use a Bluetooth mouse, and this particular Bluetooth mouse also is a Logitech, which has a USB receiver. So I tried to connect by USB mode, but I don't know if it's I need a wired mouse or just Mac gaming in general. But when I played Dota 2, I noticed some like lag when I'm playing this game, especially trying to drive and change the camera. I feel like it doesn't respond as well, maybe to a Windows version. So just something to consider if you don't even have a MacBook but you want to play some video games, is that you know, it's not 100% just like Windows. Even though it runs well, there is still the user experience of using a mouse to control the game, and I just find that sometimes the input lag is there, and it could be also because of mouse acceleration. Just too many things for right now to configure, but yeah, right here, this part is kind of hard to control the car and the camera.
Ah, there you are. Vaya por fin. Let me hear what you squared away.
So Dex already paid the Maelstromers for the Corpo bot. Thing is, can't be sure the Gangoons are still willing to hand it over.
He paid up front? Híjole. Well, whatever. Let's go get this tech. You scheme yet? You got a plan? Shh. Gonna be long?
So one game that actually does run, but isn't running on this version of Crossovers is Marvel Rivals. There are some configuration settings that you could Google search and look up, but essentially once you go into it, I think you need the preview version, and this what I'm showing you is the trial version, and you actually need to have Crossovers bot to get the preview and or beta version. And there's also a configuration you could do to make it run as a Steam Deck. But with all that being said, I expect when Crossovers 25 gets released, right now it's in beta, and you could probably get a trial of Crossovers 25 whenever that releases. But as of now, the preview and the beta, it's behind a paywall. So just keep that in mind if you want to play Marvel Rivals. And finally, the last game in which I typically test is Spider-Man Remastered. I know the second one just released on PC. I don't have it at the moment, and as far as I know, I think it's still not working. But I could make future videos where I test that out. But now going into some of the Spider-Man gameplay, you get kind of the same performance that you do with Whisky. If you checked out my previous Whisky video, I'll leave a link below. You get, he kind of is deciding to stop supporting it. So there's a new version of Wine release, which is basically how you play Windows games on Mac, which is version 10.0. I think he's not going to update it anymore, according to his Discord. So I guess if you get Crossovers, there's a lifetime membership that you get, whereas I think it's a yearly for $80. So you could consider that if you just wanted to support the developers and kind of making Windows gaming possible on Mac. But Spider-Man runs pretty well, and you'll see later in this video, actually, right now I'm getting 40 frames per second, but you could configure it to get AMD FSR, which is frame generation, and then after I do that, which is later in the video, I will get about 60 FPS. So be sure to kind of watch this section or skip around to when it jumps to 60 FPS. Because it's definitely some tweaks and settings you could do, especially on the M1 Max and above. If you wanted to play this game, I think it's totally playable. So with that said, ending this video, you can see here I changed the AMD settings. I turned VSync off and I turned frame generation on. Maybe there'll be more future games that support this if you're trying to get into Mac gaming, especially on an M1 Pro or above. I haven't bought the M4 Pro, and I've kind of got away from the review cycle this past couple of months and years. Perhaps look at the M5 Pro, but at the moment I'm kind of not too, to be honest, not too interested in YouTube, or I got to figure something out. But making some videos to kind of get people up to date on Mac gaming. If you like this video, like and comment. I try to answer every question that people ask and kind of include Reddit links and or Google search links to solve some problems. But for the most part, with the games that I play, which I showcase here, which are Windows games, they run pretty decent, except for Marvel Rivals, which can't run at all. And it does actually, the developers there said they wouldn't ban people, so that's kind of cool. They did initially, but then they unbanned people. And then lastly, some of the games that I used to play but don't really play anymore is Dota 2 and League of Legends, but those have native versions of the game. If you watched earlier in this video or any of those past videos, I do mention that I don't like Mac version of the mouse scrolling and the mouse movement. I do prefer Windows gaming laptops for like the pure gaming experience. But overall, I'd say the state of Mac gaming is getting better, with more games being supported and crossovers constantly updating. So with that said, let's just finish with some Spider-Man videos. Check out the links of the Whisky tutorial as well in 2025. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Arresting Fisk brought all the small-timers out of the woodwork.
You're a real hero. That was amazing.
The police will take it from here.